I would say that if Martin Luther King were alive today, he would be deeply, deeply troubled by the fact that we have 30% of American families who are currently nutrition and food insecure. He would be troubled by the fact that 40% of our Black families, 42.6 million total Americans, need SNAP. What would he think? What would he say? He would obviously be impressed with the work that's being done at Hunger Free America. He would certainly be impressed with the amazing work that's been done by food banks and pantries throughout the United States to meet this incredible need. But I think he would basically suggest that government has a significant role to play and a role that needs to be elevated and a role that needs to be enhanced. I think he would say that it starts with making sure that government protects those who work, the dignity of work, by ensuring that there is a living wage connected to that work. That would go a long way to making a hunger-free America. I think he would suggest that the nutrition assistance programs that are administered at USDA need to be ones that are easy to qualify for and sign up for in this day and age of cell phones. The opportunity for a hassle-free system, especially for those who live on small or no income, families of color, terribly concerned about the fact that so many don't get the help they need because of the tremendous administrative burden that's just associated today with signing up for programs that they're entitled to receive. I think Martin Luther King would suggest that the benefits that are currently in the SNAP program, even with the 15% increase recently enacted by Congress, are simply not sufficient, and that we need to look for creative ways to stretch those resources to use the full extent of the law to get as much relief to as many people as possible. I think he would also say that it's time that we made the use of those benefits as convenient as possible. The world's changed. It's not just a grocery store. It's a restaurant that could potentially be available to provide a decent meal. It's a school. There needs to be ways in which online opportunities are expanded. I'm pretty sure that he would say that the benefits need to be equitably administered. It's not just families who live in cities and rural areas. It's also families that live in settlements and reservations with a tribal food program, and those who live in our territories. The reality is hunger hurts regardless of where you live and who you are. I think he would also suggest that we need school programs that continue to understand the importance that schools play in providing adequate nutrition and the ability of those schools to continue to provide resources flexibly during this time of COVID. Whether a child is sitting in a desk in school or whether the child is home, the reality is many, many children in America today still rely on that school breakfast and that school lunch. And we need to make sure that we continue to provide support to schools so they in turn can provide that opportunity. We need to make sure that the pandemic EBT is administered simply and effectively with clear guidance, so as many families as possible receive assistance and help, with a particular focus on our children under the age of 6 years old, because we know how important proper nutrition is for their growth and development. And I think he would also urge us to take a look at our WIC program and raise questions as to why only 50% of those who are qualified for the program use the program. Joel, I could talk for a long time about the important role that USDA can play in this effort. Joining with Hunger Free America and other institutions and organizations, we can eradicate hunger, and we should. It's a national embarrassment. The time has come for us to take bold and significant action. And I know that the Biden-Harris administration is prepared to do that. And if confirmed, I certainly expect to do that in its leadership at the United States Department of Agriculture.